December 1st, 2016, North Carolina. Edgar Madison Welch, father of two from Salisbury, calls two friends to join him. 3 days later, Welch drives almost 300 miles from North Carolina to Washington, D.C., armed with an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle, a .38 caliber handgun, and a folding knife. He enters the restaurant's kitchen and shoots open a lock, only to find cooking supplies. He whips open another door and finds an employee bringing in fresh pizza dough. Shoots and misses the employee as it hits a table. He takes another shot that hits one of the walls. Throughout 2016, WikiLeaks released a string of emails that some Russian hackers claim to have stolen from the account of John Podesta during the 2016 presidential election. These theorists claim the existence of an elite network of satanic cannibals operating a child trafficking ring out of the basement of Comet Ping Pong. Welch, who took matters into his own hands, fired 3 shots, only to discover that no children were held captive. Comet Ping Pong did not even have a basement. Welch surrendered and in 2017 was sentenced to 4 years in prison. October 29th, 2016. Following an announcement by then FBI Director James Comey about reopening the investigation on Hillary's private servers, a Facebook user named Carmen Katz claimed to have inside information from an NYPD source, alleging that the situation was more serious than it seems. Katz's post suggested a connection between the Clintons and billionaire Jeffrey Epstein's infamous plane called the Lolita Express. Anthony Weiner, a politician who was during the time being investigated for sexual offenses, was claimed to be directly linked. The story was then shared on Twitter by an account named @DavidGoldbergNY. Douglas Hangman, a private investigator and host of HangmanReport.com, discussed the story on InfoWars, a prominent conspiracy theory outlet, leading to a surge in searches on Google Trends. Media outlets, newsrooms, Facebook, and various others quickly traced the stories and started a hashtag, Pizzagate. Pizzagate originated from a Facebook post, spread through Twitter, and gained traction on platforms like Breitbart and InfoWars. According to a study by Filippo Mencher, a professor at Indiana University, Pizzagate gained significant traction on Twitter, being shared over 1.4 million times by more than 250,000 accounts in its first 5 weeks. Around 10% of users tweeted about the story a few times, but over 3,000 accounts tweeted about it 5 times or more, with some accounts posting up to 900 times a day, suggesting potential automation. Notably, 22% of the tweets in the sample were later deleted, raising suspicions of efforts to cover tracks. Investigations revealed connections between frequent Pizzagate tweeters and Trump campaign associates. At least 66 Trump campaign figures followed prolific Pizzagate tweeters. Some of the accounts showing high engagement with Pizzagate were linked to Russia, such as @Pamela_Moore13. According to Samuel Woolley, an expert in computational propaganda, what made Pizzagate unique was its endorsement by influential figures in American politics, contributing to its spread. Comet Ping Pong's owner, James Alefantis, told the New York Times that from this insane, fabricated conspiracy theory, they have come under constant assault. He said for days, he has done nothing but try to clean this up and protect his staff and friends from being harassed. People accused Alefantis of being involved in a conspiracy, claiming that certain photos on his Instagram account were evidence. However, these photos mainly featured friends and family who had liked the restaurant's Facebook page. Few images were taken from unrelated websites, but falsely attributed to Alefantis. The restaurant's Yelp page was locked because the reviews were more driven by news coverage than genuine customer experiences. January 12th, 2017, Yusuf Lee Jones, a 52-year-old man from Shreveport, Louisiana, pleaded guilty in the U.S. District Court for making a threatening phone call to Besta Pizza, a pizzeria on the same block as Comet Ping Pong, just 3 days after Welch's attack on Comet. He accepted that he did it to save the kids and finish what another guy didn't. On January 25th, 2019, Comet Ping Pong was subjected to an arson attack where a fire was started intentionally in one of its back rooms. Employees quickly extinguished the blaze and nobody was injured. The culprit was identified by security footage and was arrested a few days later. He had posted a video referencing QAnon prior to the attack. In 2020, Pizzagate gained renewed attention globally, but this time it gained popularity in countries like Italy, Brazil, and Turkey, with videos and posts reaching millions of views. Interestingly, many of the teenagers promoting #Pizzagate on TikTok were not right-wing and supported the Black Lives Matter movement. A Venezuelan YouTuber, Dross Rostank's video on Bieber's song contributed to the theory's popularity, making #Pizzagate a trending topic on Spanish-language Twitter. In April 2020, a documentary called Out of the Shadows, promoting Pizzagate, was released on YouTube by a former Hollywood stuntman. Elon Musk is the most recent celebrity to boost these theories. He very recently posted and later deleted a meme on X. In the last few months, Musk has responded to tweets referring to Pizzagate for other times. The authorities and the social media owners tried everything from banning Pizzagate and QAnon hashtags to punishing the offline offenders like Welch. Still, the wave of Pizzagate resurfaces. Despite efforts by outlets like the New York Times and Fox News to debunk the Pizzagate saga, the continuous flow of tweets from dedicated believers remains unaffected. The owners of the people associated with Comet Ping Pong still get harassed. The celebrities and personalities alleged to be associated with Pizzagate face online abuse on a regular basis. No victim has ever come forward. There never has been any investigation. And physical evidence, well, that doesn't exist either. But the connection between any of them, fake posts, and allegations remains unexplained.